Tales That Witness Madness is not technically officially part of the Amicus horror anthology cycle, though it was directed by our friend Freddie Francis. It was actually from World Film Services. I will presumably be in the minority on this, although I might prefer even this to Tales from the Crypt, possibly because Jack Hawkins and Donald Pleasance are two of the most watchable actors of all time. They are responsible for the finest framing sequence in any of these films, I might suggest, but also because the segments are genuinely excellent pieces. Well, I guess mostly. Mr. Tiger is outstanding, the wicked forebear of Calvin and Hobbes, with more in common with Bradbury's The Veldt. Penny Farthing is very well directed, not the most original narrative core, Vengeful Ghost, Possessions, Lost Love, although arranged in an arresting fashion thanks to Francis's sense for the visual. Mel is one of the most fascinating acts of weird fiction of 1970s in cinema, one of those stories which works better with a visual supplement rather than as a literary piece, though of course these kind of films are adapted from comic book stories typically, though this film's segments are not based off of comic books but originate from the screenplay by Jennifer Jane. She was credited as Jay Fairbank, and a really commendable script it is, certainly. Luau, then, strikes me as a bit dated and distracting. It will not be treated well at a university screening, scorned and condescended, though its merits as a horror narrative are undeniable, if one is willing to be objective and honest. If certain elements had had a different context or dressing, maybe this could have been truly superb. Now, Tales of Witness Madness. This would be the final of Francis's 4 horror anthology films. Maybe my favourite of them, although all 4 of them are excellent, incredibly likeable, impressively macabre, and strongly executed.